Oh, hey, what's up, guys? There's a new plugin from 𝗬 Digital. This is the Eloy drums virtual instrument for the contact player. Eloy being the Eloy Casagrande of Slipknot or 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 fame, you know, if you're a 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 fan instead. And this video is sponsored by 𝗬 Digital. You probably saw the little notification up here. That's because I know how disclosures work. This is what it looks like when you open it up. We have a gong. That's exciting. That's kind of fun. You have the kit here. I'm not going to go super in depth on this stuff. I'm going to skim over this. So if you're looking for a super in depth tutorial type video, this is not that. I just kind of want to skim over some of the features, and then I want to jump into the part which I really want to do is write some stuff. That's why I have this guitar sitting on my lap. You might be like, why is a guitar sitting here? This is the LTD 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 MT1. Mick Thompson being the guitar player of Slipknot, which ties into what I wanted to do in this video, to write some Slipknot type stuff. You know, if you ever wanted to jam with Eloy Casagrande, this is probably your best bet. This is definitely my best bet. So, you know, it's kind of cool. There is a groove section here that was all recorded by Eloy Casagrande. If you don't know what a groove is, that's okay. We're gonna get into it in a minute. Let me just give you the overview here first. You have two kits. You have the Eloy Casagrande kit, which is more based off his kit that he uses with Slipknot. And then you have the Casa Groove kit. And when you click on it, it plays you a sample. It kind of scared me a little bit. That's what that one sounds like. That's what that one sounds like. So there you go, two different kits. One has a gong. Let's look at the other kit. Does the other kit have a gong? Wait for it to load. Hi, how are you doing? How's your day going? You're looking great. Must be that new diet you're on. Way to go, champ. Okay, this is the Casa Groove kit. This is the 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 inspired kit. One bass drum, not two. I don't know if that matters to you. I want to stick with the Casagrande kit, which is the Slipknot inspired kit, because, you know, we talk about this. Cool. We got the gong and the goats back. Let's move on with this. Okay, so there's your kit view. Now we have the mixer view here. You can dial in your kit here. If you click on these little labels here, that will bring up your track. You can add effects in here, like we have an EQ, a compressor, a transient shaper, saturation. You can see those effects here. I'm not gonna dive into this too much, but you can really fine tune this, you know, if you wanted to. There's a trigger right here. You can load samples if you have a sample that you really like. Anti-machine gun will humanize your hits. If you're familiar with the drum program, you're probably familiar with all of this stuff. So let's get into the fun part of this, the grooves here. And you can see that we have groove metal, hard rock, progressive metal, thrash metal. Let's just go ahead and start listening to this. Okay, now the way this works in contact, this was a little confusing to me at first, but see this little drag MIDI thing? Yeah, that's where you drag the MIDI. It's, you know, seems self-explanatory, but for whatever reason, that was really hard for me to figure out. So you grab where it says drag MIDI here, and you can drag it into your DAW. Let's just open this up with a fill, huh? 30-second example here. Now I'm going to record guitars. I'm not going to make you watch this part, but I'm just going to record some guitars of this, and let's just see what we come up with here. By the way, if you're curious about guitars, I am being on brand here and using a 𝗬 amp knob. This is the BDH, which is like the block letter 5150. Woo! That is a workout, man. It's kind of cool. It needs bass though, right? God, what am I doing? I gotta add bass to it. That'd be weird. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Slipknot song in 30 minutes. Okay, I think this thing is really cool, but the only thing is I kind of want to beef up the bass drum a little bit. This does sound very on brand for Slipknot with the clicky double bass drum, but I like a little bit thicker of a double bass drum. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this one thing here, and then we'll listen back to this song and see if, you know, it totally blows or if I did a good job or not. Mixer here, we're gonna go into kick. We already have the sub kick here. It's already adding a lot just by adding that sub in. So just rebalancing these really worked out fine, but let's say I wanted to add in my own trigger here. So it comes with sumo sub and harder please. I like sumo sub. This one sounds good. Now you can drag and drop them in here. Okay, I have this sample pack that 𝗏𝗠 sent me a while back here. There's all sorts of stuff in here. There's all sorts of drum samples in here. Now, you can drag one-shots in here. I don't think that you can do multiple. I think it's just a one-shot sampler. What that means is you can only have one sample, not several that it selects at random. But that's fine because we're just blending this in here. The one that I really liked from this was the ball slap kick. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's a good one. So let's just drag and drop that in there. And now, oh yeah, I'm liking this much more. Wait, we didn't add in the gong. What the fuck am I doing here? Oh my God, I couldn't do this video and not have a gong part. Jesus, kind of amateur hour bullshit is this? How could you not have a gong hit? Let's hear what this thing sounds like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Shout out to 𝗏𝗠 Digital for sponsoring it. If you liked it, do the things that, you know, YouTube wants you to do. You know what they are. I don't need to treat you like a child. Later.